మీ ఉద్యోగ సాధనలో మీకు తోడుగా
మీ S&S పబ్లికేషన్స్.
S&S పబ్లికేషన్స్ వారి పుస్తకాలను ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఆన్లైన్లో కూడా ఆర్డర్ చేయొచ్చు. యూ కెన్ జస్ట్ లాగ్ ఆన్ టు www.sonlinebooks.com. ఈ వెబ్సైట్లోకి మీరు లాగిన్ అయ్యి మీకు కావాల్సిన పుస్తకాన్ని ఆన్లైన్ ఆర్డర్ చేయొచ్చు అండ్ మీ డోర్ స్టెప్ దగ్గరికి డెలివరీ కూడా చేయడం జరుగుతుంది.
Hello students, welcome to S&S Publications online English classes. As you all know, APTET notification is released. So in today's class, let's discuss APTET model paper number 1 from S&S Publications. Let's get started. As you all know, 30 questions will be given from English for 30 marks. First one is reading comprehension and 61 and 62, 2 questions are given from this passage. I always suggest you to read the questions to get an idea where to focus before you start reading the passage to budget your time. Okay? So let's read the questions. Who caught the thief? And your options are the jailer, the police, the judge and the mother. And the next question is, what do you mean by scream? So whenever you are reading the passage, when you get the word scream, you underline, you will get the answer easily. And here you have the options. Let's read again later. Now the passage is like this. Once there was a thief and he was captured by the police. So there was a thief and he was caught by police for doing certain things. So the judge said he should be put in prison for 5 years as he had stolen many valuable things and had been a thief for a long time. So the judgment was given like this, and he should be put in prison for how many years? For 5 years. And because he had stolen many things, it was not a single mistake, and he had been a thief for a long time also, right? And then the thief told the jailer that he wanted to see his mother. Fine, the judgment was given and he was put in the jail, and then the thief was asking the jailer that he wanted to see his mother. Who is the jailer? The one who got the prisoners. So fine, so accepted, the request accepted. And when the thief's mother came to see him, she was weeping. Obviously, mother and son relationship, when son put in prison, the mother started weeping. Weeping means crying. As soon as she came close to him, the thief bit her ears. Here some unexpected thing happened. What happened exactly? As soon as she reaches to him, he bit her ears. Bit means it's a past form of bite. It is really unexpected thing. Obviously, what happens when he bite her ears or bit her ears, the mother screamed with pain. Here you have the word which is given in the question. Screamed means out of pain. So gattiga aravadam anamata. So the mother screamed out of pain. The judge called the thief to the court and asked him, why did you bite your mother's ears? So obviously, so this is really unexpected thing. The mother came to see him and he bit her ears. So now was submitted to the court, and the judge was asking, why did you bite your mother's ears? So the thief replied like this. When I was a baby, she used to carry me on her shoulder. When I was a baby, when he was small, she used to carry on her shoulders. Fine, it is good. When she passed by the banana seller with a basket on his head, I would reach out and take some bananas. So what he was explaining an incident that when the banana seller was going with a basket, this thief used to go and take some bananas from his basket. Then she never checked on me then. She never checked me then. Generally, every child do certain mistake because they don't know what is right and what is wrong. Like that, this thief also taken some bananas, but she did not say anything because elder the ones are the parents who has to guide the child. But she did not do that. Slowly, I began to steal other things from shops and people bring them home. So he started doing, he decided that it was not a mistake, and he started doing the same kind of things, and he started bringing certain things home, but she never said anything. My mother did not tell me it was wrong. Instead, she was always happy about what I brought home. So today, if I have become a big thief, it is because of her. That is why I bit her ears. So could you not punish her also? So altogether what the thief was telling this judge, see, when I was a child, I used to do all these kinds of things. I used to bring certain things home, but she never said this is the right thing or wrong thing. She never guided me in a proper way. That is the reason why I become a thief. So don't you think she is also a reason? So could you not punish her? So he was asking the judge, so if I become a thief, it's just because of her, she did not guide me in a proper way. This is all the gist of the passage. Now only 2 questions are given. Let's find out. The first question is, who caught the thief? The jailer, the police, the judge and the mother. So what is your answer? Who caught? The jailer, the mother, the judge and the police. You have your answer in the first line itself. Once there was a thief was captured by the police. Captured was caught by the police. And your answer is the police, option number 2. Okay. And the next question is, what do you mean by scream? Speak very softly, make a loud cry, take or get by force, set something in a very low noise. Where did you get the word scream, students? Where did you get the word scream? Here you have, the mother screamed with pain. When did she scream? When the thief bit her ears. So generally, when certain things happen, what you do generally? Do you speak softly? So wrong. Do you take or get by force? Wrong. You cry loudly. So option number 2 is the right answer. Is that clear? So this is what the reading comprehension in model paper number 1. Let's get into the question number 3. So in this question, it's a synonyms which has similar meanings is given. 1, 2, 3, 4 totally. And afraid of, happy, little and bad, and you need to match with the similar words given. Okay. Afraid of. What do you mean by afraid of? He is afraid of ghost. She is afraid of something. Means you are scared of something. Denko manam bhayapadite danni afraid of antam. So what is the similar word in this? So bhayapaddaniki similar ga words unnai ikkada. Glad, evil, feared and small. So feared is also related to that. So C. It's C. Happy. So happy means joyful. So I am happy. That means I am glad. Santoshanga undadani. Which is the similar word to that? Option A. C. A. And little, having less quantity. What is the similar word to that? D. Small. And the next one is bad. It's a bad thing, negative thing. Which word is similar to that? Evil. So option B. C. A. D. B. Where do you have that? C. A. D. B. Option number 4 is the right answer. Okay. So very simple words given. So you need not worry about it. And the next one. Match the following words with their antonyms. Antonyms means opposite words. Let's see. Hell, foe, uncovered, nearest. Very easy words. And your options are friend, farthest, heaven and covered. If you see, there is a word like, which started with the prefix uncovered and covered. So you need not check out on that. Immediately do that firstly. Don't waste your time. Hell. So this is also simple. Hell, Swargam, and see, Narakam, what is the opposite word? Heaven. Easy. And nearest. Nearest means which is closer to you. And what is the opposite word? Far. Farthest. Where is that? So farthest is a B, option B. The next one is foe. It is a new word to me. It might be to some students. What is meant by foe means it's an enemy. The meaning of the word is enemy. Enemy opposite word? Enemy means Satru, right? So enemy opposite word? Friend. Option A. So C, A, nearest a B and uncovered, covered, DB. C, A, D, B. Where do you have? C, A, D, B. Option number 2. Option number 2 is the right answer. I hope it's clear. Let's move on to the next question. Match the following words with their homonyms or homophones. Homonyms are from the vocabulary homonyms or what do you mean by homophones? Actually homonyms means homographs and homophones. Both comes under homonyms. But what do you mean by homophones? The words which have the similar pronunciation but having different meaning and different spelling are called homophones. Now here if you notice, all these words sound similar, pronunciation sounds similar, but the spellings are different and the meanings also different. So it will be very easy for you if you know how to read. Fair, where is the word fair? 1B. What do you mean by fair? He looks fair, very clear. And fare means charges. When you pay certain things to a taxi or a bus, so fare means charges. But pronunciation is same, but the meaning is different. He has quite and quite. So one word is, the pronunciation is same, see. One is to be calm and peaceful. One is, he is quite good. He is quite handsome. So in such cases you use this word. Some and some. Both words similar sound, but meaning is different. B, C, D. Sum means total amount of, a sum of money, total amount of. Sum, here sum, S-O-M-E sum means that is different, right? So C, B, C, D and weak and weak. W, having very little strength. He seems to be weak. So that means having little strength, weak. And E, 7 days. Right? 7 days. So, but the pronunciation is same. So, the last one is A. B, C, D, A. Where do you have that option, students? B, C, D, A. Yes, option number 4 is the right answer. And this, don't get confused. Generally, some students get confused between the homophones and the homographs and all. Homophones having similar sound. Sound similar. But the meanings are different and the spellings also different. Have you noticed this difference? Hope it is clear. Let's move on to the next question. Find out the wrongly spelt word from one of the 4 words in the 4 options. So here you have the 4 options. So you need to find out spellings. This is all about spellings. Where do you find the wrong word? Immediately you just tick the option. Invitation. Do you find any mistake in that? No. Thieves. Dear students, if you notice here, thieves, thief, singular, the spelling is correct. When it comes to plural, V-E-S, thieves. So it's a wrong one. So option number 1 is a wrongly spelt word you have. Alright. Next one. What is the idiom in bold letters in the below sentence means? So there you have an idiom. You need to find out what is the idiom in the bold letters meaning. What does it mean? The earthquake hits once in a blue moon in this part of the earth. We never felt it. The earthquake, భూకంపాలు ఎప్పుడో ఒకసారి వస్తాయా, ఎప్పుడూ వస్తూ ఉంటాయా, అప్పుడప్పుడు వస్తాయా అనేది ఇక్కడ. Once in a blue moon. What does this idiom means? Very frequently, regularly. It can't be possible. Very frequently. No, occasionally. So you don't know when it comes. It's a natural disaster. Very rarely. Once in a blue moon means very rarely. Is that clear? Let's move on to the next question. Read the following sentence and say what it means. Choose the right answer from the choices given. Sindhu may come to India next month. Here the sentence is given and the options are given. What does it mean? Here you have this modal auxiliary. Sindhu may come to India next month. Whenever you have that may, it's not 100%, you are not sure about it. Okay, Sindhu may come. There is a possibility of coming, but it is not sure. So where do you have that option C? Giving permission. So is she asking permission or giving permission? No, this cannot be right. Taking permission, is she asking anybody? Sindhu is asking anybody that she wants to come to India, and is she taking? No. So none of the above, definitely not. Expressing possibility. Sindhu may come to India. It's possible, may come, but not sure. So option number 3 is the right answer. Okay. Let's get into the next question. Match the following, the modal verbs with their functions. Modal verbs and their functions are given, students. So you need to find out what are the modal verbs. Would, shall, may, must. And there you have given compulsion, inference, permission, possibility, wish, obligation, offer, order, suggestion, offer, preference, and again you have this offer, preference, past habit, future of the past. So first one, let's go with the would. When do we use would? So we use this would when it comes to offer something. Would you like to have tea? When you offer someone something, would you like to have tea? So we use that would. And the preference, I would prefer this. So when it comes to preference also, you can use the modal verb would. When it comes to past habit, I would ride the bicycle. It's a past habit. You used to do that, you're not doing now. When you're a child, you used to do that. In such cases, you can use would. And future of the past, I would become. In the future, in the past, future of the past also, you can use this one. So D. Shall, you have to. Where can you use shall? Obligation, offer, order, suggestion, permission, possibility, wish, compulsion. So this is shall. It's an order. You shall do that. When it comes to shall, tappanisariga chese vaatiki, you have to use shall. Obligation, offer, order and suggestion. May. Already we discussed in the previous question. When do we need to use may? When you have the possibility. So where you have that option, possibility, permission, so and the wish. So this one, may. And the must means compulsion. You have to do it. You have to do it. Compulsion means by force. You are doing that thing, you must do it means you have to do that. By force you are doing it. In such cases you can use the modal verb must. I hope it's clear. And the next one, moving on to the next question. My father is, the next question is all about articles, my dear students. Which article is the correct option? School teacher. My father is dash a school teacher. You just notice the continuity word school. Is it a vowel sound or the consonant sound? It's a consonant, right? So in the consonant form you have to use a. My father is a school teacher. Next one. Match the following with their suitable prepositions. So here you have on, yet, in, on. So you have two options here, same. On and on. One day the king was dash his coat. One day the king was dash his coat. Which one? On his coat? It cannot be, right? So yet his coat, you cannot use the word. In his coat is the right answer. Option C. A dove is dash the branch of a tree. A dove is dash the branch of a tree. Pavaram ekkadundi? Chettu komma meede untundi kada, on. So where do you have here? You have A and D. Whatever you choose, it's the right answer. So you just give little space here and let's see the next one. Vivekananda was born. Again, you have to use when it comes to dates and the birthdays, definitely you have to use on. Okay. I shall meet you yet 5 p.m. The last option is yet. So when it comes to prepositions of time, so yet you need to use. So where do you have yet? So option number B. The last option is B. So now on and on, it might be A or D, but in your options you need to check it out. The last option, where do you have the B option? So here it is. So whenever you have this kind of confusion, sometimes they may give you the two options, but you are not able to find out. Don't waste your time there. Go with the last question and see B is the right answer. So you can go with the option number 2. Is that clear? And the next question. Which of the following is not a compound sentence? Here 4 sentences are given, my dear students, and you need to find out which sentence is not a compound sentence. As you need to find out which sentence is not a compound sentence, you have to understand what do you mean by compound sentence. Compound sentence obviously followed by coordinating conjunctions, but, as, and, or by comma. Okay. Here if you notice, John suffers from asthma but attends school. Here you have the coordinating conjunction. So it cannot be the answer. We like songs but they like games. Again you have the coordinating conjunction. It cannot be the answer. Japan attacked China in 1937 and wounded many soldiers. It cannot be the. And here if you notice, the shops were closed because there was a strike. Compound sentence means one main clause and the subordinating clause also should be. Here you have the main clause, the shops were closed, and the subordinating clause because there was a strike. So this option number 4 is the right answer. I hope it's clear. And moving on to the next question. Match the following sentences with suitable prefix or suffix for the words given in the brackets. What do you mean by prefix? It's the beginning of the word. Suffix means ending of the word. So here you have the words are given and you need to just go with the correct options. He was acting in a very dash way, and your word are child. So child, so go with the options. Childshun, childness, childed, childish. What do you think is the right option? Chinnatananga pravartinistunnadu. What do you mean by child, and which is the right option? D. Option number D. This word is very difficult to spell, and even worse, it's pronounce. What is the noun form of pronounce? Pronunciation. So where do you have the option pronunciation? So it's A. Option A. I couldn't find any dash in his theory. I couldn't find any dash in his theory. Here it is given weak. The word weak. I couldn't find any dash in his theory. Again, what become the noun form? So suffix you need to use weakness. Weakness, that is the right form. Option B. He didn't pass his exam. He was dash in the second attempt. Again, what is the option? Succeed. Your word is given succeed. So at the first attempt lo pass avaledu, but he succeeded. Succeeded means past form, right? He succeeded. It's a verb form and the past form is succeeded. Where do you have the option? C. D, A, B, C. Where do you have the D, A, B, C? Option number 3 is the right answer. I hope it is clear. Moving on to the next question. Which of the following adjectives is a comparative adjective? So degrees of comparison, my dear students. So whenever you have this kind of thing, go directly, don't waste your time, go directly with the adjective of the sentence. When you find the adjective of the sentence, you easily can find out what is the adjective degree. So now he asked about the comparative degree. So you just find out what is the comparative degree. Take a word. What is the verb here? Fast, fast, faster, fastest. Heavy, heavier, heaviest. Positive, comparative and superlative. So if you find here, let's go here, Mount Everest is the highest. Highest means superlative. So it cannot be the answer. Hari is the laziest. Lazy, lazier, comparative, laziest. Laziest, superlative, again it cannot be the answer. Lead is the heaviest metal. Again superlative is given. It cannot be the answer. What did he ask? Comparative. So comparative second form. What is that? The train runs faster. Correct. Fast, faster, fastest. So option number 1 is the right answer. When the question is given directly, adjectives of comparison, immediately go directly there. Easily you will find out the answer. Okay. Hope it's clear. The next one. How about going out now? Hope you'll join me. So my dear students, when you have this question and the question tag, you need to find out won't you, wouldn't you, shan't you and will you. So when you have this, whenever you have the question tag, when you need to do that, firstly go with the you will. What is the full form of you will? Okay. So and question, when you are just framing the question mark, see the sentence. If the sentence is in the positive form, you have to make out a negative question frame. And if the sentence is a negative form, you have to make a affirmative question. Now it's a positive sentence. You need to make the negative one. In the negative one, again you have 3 options. What is it? So here the full form is you will. So you have to take will. What is the negative form of will? Definitely won't. Okay. So where do you have won't? Won't you? So this is what the right answer. Hope it is clear. The sentence is in the positive form. The full form is you will, negative form won't, and the subject is you, won't you. Next question. Ramya said to Weaver uncle, what are you doing? Ramya said to Weaver uncle, what are you doing? What are you doing is a present continuous tense. The question is in present continuous tense. Now you need to change into indirect speech. That will be definitely past continuous. Where do you have the past continuous? What he was doing. Here you have what he was doing. What are you doing? What he was doing. Whenever what are you, this is the Ramya asked the Weaver uncle what he was doing. Present continuous to past continuous. Is that clear? The next one. Some chocolates were given to us by Jahnavi. This sentence is in passive form. Some chocolates were given. Here the objective is given importance. Some chocolates are given importance. Now you need to find out active voice. Jahnavi gives us some chocolates. My dear students, whenever you have active voice to passive voice or passive voice to active voice, you see the verb form. Were given means it's a past tense, V2, right? So where do you have that? Gives us means definitely it is not a past form, simple present. Jahnavi had given, past perfect, so it cannot be the answer. Jahnavi gave us some chocolates. Don't you think this is the right answer? Jahnavi gave us, were given, some chocolates were given. So this is also in V2 form, and the option number 3 is the right answer. Okay, it's in present perfect, it cannot be the answer. Is that clear? Hope it is. Moving on to the next question. Match the following with the correct verb forms. So my dear students, here you have the verb forms and the subjects are given. You need to match with the correct verb forms. But here the doubt is you have doesn't, doesn't and doesn't. 3 times you have, and 1 don't. So when do you need to use doesn't and when do you need to use don't? Does, do form. Whenever you are talking about third person singular, I first person, you second person. When you are talking about apart from these 2 persons, that becomes the third person. Third person singular only, not plural again. Okay, when you are talking about Rama, Rama is a third person. Okay, I first person, you second person, and when you are talking about the third person, you need to use does. Does means yes, you have to ask yes. So here you are talking about my friend dash speak Urdu, my friend. Here definitely don't is not the right option. My friend means you are talking about my friend. It is a third person singular, correct? Third person singular, but you have 3 options here. Which option do you choose? Now just keep it like that. Whatever the option might be, it is correct. In the prepositions also it happened like that. What did I suggest now in such situations? So see the first person or second person, then you will get the answer, because the option is given don't here. I dash use a mobile. I is the first person, so you cannot use doesn't. You have to use don't. I don't use a mobile. Where is the option there? I don't. First one is option B. So next 3 all third person only. My friend is the third person singular. My father third person singular, and our dog, you are talking about dog, third person singular. So all doesn't, doesn't, doesn't. Now where do you have option number B? In first place, C, option number 4. This is the right answer. The rest all doesn't, doesn't, doesn't. So you need not bother. So don't waste your time. In such situation you have to do like this. Okay. So hope it is clear. I repeat again. First person, second person, third person, there you have the options. Third person singular, you need to use does. Okay. And the next one, match the following subject with their correct verb agreement, subject verb agreement, my dear students. Now John, what are the subjects you see, and then verbs you can see. Find out. John is a singular, the players plural form, the children, children singular or plural, child is singular, children plural form, Stephen again singular, and your verb forms here is, are. Here 2 singulars are given and 2 plurals are given. Player, players plural form, child, children plural form. You have are, so you need to find out. Now let's see. John is one of the best singers in my class. John is one of the best singers in my class. So it is the right option, obviously. It is also right if it is John is going to school. Okay, let's take this, because option number A is not there in any options given. So you need to check like this. John is going to school. Option B first. The players are going to school. Here you have 2 options. Are going to the playground, are listening to the stories. The players cannot listen to the stories without going to the, so this option wrong. The players are going to the playground. C. The children are listening. The children is going to school, wrong, because children is a plural form. Are listening to the stories. D. And the next one, Stephen is one of the best singers. A. B, C, D, A. Where do you have the option? B, C, D, A, option number 4. Is that clear? So moving on to the next question. What are the underlined words called? Choose the correct answer. Chandra never smiles, underline word never. Varun sometimes watches the local TV channels, sometimes. Ramya rarely listens to Hindi songs. Sagar always complains about her children, always. So here your options are given. These are the adverbs and your options are given. Adverbs of frequency, adverbs of manner, adverbs of time, adverbs of place. My dear students, you need to find out what do you mean by adverbs of frequency. Frequency, adverbs of frequency means how often the action is being happened. Adverbs of time means when you are talking about time, evening, yesterday, day before yesterday, when you are talking about time, adverbs of time. Adverbs of manner, how, in what way it happened. So kindly, generously, happily. So in what way? In what way? So whenever the question comes, the explanation you need to focus on, because this kind of questions will be repeated. The question will be different but the content will be same. So please focus on it. Adverbs of place means where. Where. But if you notice here and your words are like this, never, sometimes, rarely and always. How often? Don't you think it's how often? It is not about the time. Time is not mentioned. It is not about the place. The place is not mentioned. So it cannot be a place. Adverbs of manner. In what way it happened? Is it mentioned in the sentences? No. So your option is adverbs of frequency. How often it happened? Rarely, never, sometimes, always. Okay? I hope it is clear. Moving on to the next question. Match the linkers with the function they perform. As you all know, the linkers are the words or the phrases which connect the sentence. Okay? Sentences. So now the students were asked to dress similarly for the sports day. As per the functions of the sentence, you need to connect with the linkers. What are the linkers? Time, addition, similarity and contrast. The students were asked to dress similarly for the sports day. So some authority has informed students to wear the similar dress. Okay, rakanga unnatuvanti dresses ni veskomani chepparu. So where do you have that option? Is it about the time? No, it's a wrong option. Is it about addition, anything added? No. Similarity. Don't you think it's about similarity? So the linker is similarity. See the next function. 10 seconds after that I was happily bouncing up and down. 10 seconds after. Don't you think you have the time here? 10 seconds after. So your option A. He's fond of learning karate, but his father did not encourage him. He is fond of learning karate, but his father did not encourage him. So it is about having different opinions. He likes that, but his father likes something. It's a contrast. So where do you have option D? She likes to play football and volleyball. So we have the option addition. Here she likes not only football, she also likes volleyball. It's an addition. Okay, football she is also adding volleyball. It's an addition. So linker option B. C, A, D, B. Where do you have that option? 2 is the right answer. Is that clear? Yes. Moving on to the next question. Which of the following sentence has non-defining relative clause? Here 4 sentences are given, my dear students, and you need to find out which sentence is a non-defining relative clause. To identify a non-defining relative clause, you should know what is a non-defining relative clause. Non-defining relative clause is a clause which is separated with a comma or a hyphen. So where do you have the comma and hyphen? You just find out which separates the non-defining relative clause. So very easy. Here the option 4, Napoleon, the non-defining relative sentence is separated from the subject. It adds some information to the subject. Okay, Napoleon, who won the French honor, died at St. Helena. So option number 4, which is very easy for you. Non-defining relative clause means in the sentence the comma is given or not. You just see that, or hyphen. Okay, that's it. Moving on to the next question. could you lend me 100 rupees? I need it urgently. Could you lend me 100 rupees? నాకు ఒక 100 rupees ఇస్తావా? Could you lend me 100 rupees? మనం something if we are asking, we cannot demand them. So we request them, right? Could you lend me 100 rupees? So where do you have the option? Very easy. To inform, to describe, to offer, to request. So it is to request. You are requesting, you are asking 100 rupees from someone. You are borrowing. So option number 4 is the right answer. The next question. Which of the following subscription is correct to your father? So you are writing a letter to your father. The subscription, yours faithfully? Definitely not. It is not a completely formal letter. It is an informal letter. It's a dear one, so your father. So yours faithfully cannot be the answer. Yours affectionately? Yes. When you are writing your letter to your father, yours affectionately, right. The other two also, your affectionately is the wrong form. Your affectionate father, it cannot be. So yours affectionately. So when you write your dear ones. Option 2 is the right answer.
ఎస్ఎన్ఎస్ పబ్లికేషన్స్ వారి పుస్తకాలను ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఆన్లైన్లో కూడా ఆర్డర్ చేయొచ్చు. యూ కెన్ జస్ట్ లాగ్ ఆన్ టు www.sonlinebooks.com. ఈ వెబ్సైట్లోకి మీరు లాగిన్ అయ్యి మీకు కావాల్సిన పుస్తకాన్ని ఆన్లైన్ ఆర్డర్ చేయొచ్చు అండ్ మీ డోర్ స్టెప్ దగ్గరికి డెలివరీ కూడా చేయడం జరుగుతుంది.